Welcome back, and on the local scene, telecommunications provider Flow has opened its new state-of-the-art retail store in capital Kingstown. Flow's Halifax Street office has been renovated to accommodate its new fully digital retail service or retail store, the first of its kind here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which seeks to offer superior digital service, state-of-the-art technology and first-class customer service. Speaking at the official opening ceremony on Monday, August 8th, on the Flow Promenade, Flow's acting country manager Andrew Liverpool says the construction work was carried out by Fraser Construction Limited at a cost of $675,000 EC dollars. She says the new store will be operated paperless, have a charge of station to charge up to 18 customers' phones and 4 tablets free of cost, as well as a tech expert and 2 electronic bill payment machines. The homicide rate in St. Vincent and the Grenadines increased on the weekend, following the shooting death of a young man on Saturday, August 6, 2016. 30-year-old Alfonso Davy, a resident of New Montrose, was gunned down in Kingstown near the ambulance entrance to the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. According to police, Davy received gunshot wounds about his body shortly after 9 p.m. on Saturday in the area of Rose Place. Police said Davy was taken inside the hospital where he died. The Criminal Investigation Department is carrying out investigations, while a post-mortem examination is to be done on the body of the deceased to ascertain the cause of death. Davy's death brings to 20 the number of homicides recorded here so far for 2016. The 2016 edition of the STEM program hosted by the St. Martin's Secondary School is expected to culminate on Friday, August 12.
Alright, just a little bit on the background as to why this happened is that while I was studying in the United States, I was able to interact with some younger kids around age 8 and 9, and I noticed that a lot of these kids are already, for want of a better word, advanced in the idea of programming, developing and engineering and so forth. So I'm looking at them and I'm saying, why aren't our kids back home have the same type of capabilities? So on returning here for a while, I noticed that a lot of our, and looking around the community, a lot of our kids they are just not exposed to that. Most of the parents as well are more like doctors, the lawyers. They are not able to expose because that is not their profession. While in the United States we have kids whose parents or uncle who are in the development field, the programming field, the database field, and they're like, okay, no, oh, hey son, nephew, why don't you try doing this? And they guide them into it. So the program was developed now to start getting our kids out there and exposed to this area and this arena of development. And it's not just the idea of programming, it's also the idea of problem solving, using everyday thinking to kind of resolve issues that are challenges that we give them in the classroom.
Director and founder of STEM SVG Petros Gomes said the program will come to an official close with an exhibition and programming competition for the primary school participants.
This is going into our 4th year, and each year it seems to be increasing as the word gets around in what is being done at the program and how it's being done. In terms of the response, I think the number might be able to tell us an indication of the response or the idea of parents or what parents are thinking about it. This year we think is at 150 students. This year will be in the 4th year, and a lot of parents call and ask, Mr. Gomes, what is it different that you or your program can give to my students? So for example, this year around we say, okay, for this year we are working with some of the science because we also help with their CSEC work. We working with our kids to get them to work with actual doctors so they can actually see what a doctor does. A doctor can take them to the office or to the room and show them exactly what is happening. So that is completely different from what they were doing in school, although we help them with their schoolwork. So we're showing them, look, now you're learning this, yes, but you can, to get to where this doctor is or to get where this professional is, you have to complete all of this. And this is how your academic work ties into what the real world is doing. So if a child even know a simple maths 1 plus 1, we show them to use that 1 plus 1 to make a little app, to make a little software, or whatever the case may be. So that is the kind of work that we're bringing to the kids here.
Mr. Gomes said despite the many challenges this year, the STEM program was a success, and they extended an invitation to members of the public to attend the exhibition at the closing ceremony. St. Vincent and the Grenadines' first educational game show series continues this afternoon at the Peace Memorial Hall with a game show dubbed Buzz In. Hosted by the educational institution Learning for Living, the game shows are being held under the theme Learning for Living, Study, Play and Win. The summer game show is dubbed Brainstorm. Brainstorm gives secondary school students the opportunity to test their knowledge. On Monday, August 15th and 22nd, respectively, Learning for Living will present a game show called Wheel of Knowledge and Who Wants to Be an Extraordinaire from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. An awards ceremony is scheduled for Saturday, August 27th, 2016. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Teachers Union, SVGTU, calls on the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to put a halt on the Cybercrime Bill 2016, which is currently before our Parliament. The union joins with other concerned citizens and an expanding range of reputable regional and international organizations that have signified concern and raised alarm over Clause 16, which they have deemed highly objectionable, as well as many other elements of the bill which infringe upon freedom of speech and hence are unjustifiable in a democratic society. The SVGTU said it fully embraces efforts to protect the right of free, responsible speech, particularly for our citizens on cyberspace. In this regard, the union notes and welcomes those elements of the bill that provide for the continued outlawing or criminalization of child pornography, computer-related theft, fraud and malicious interference with critical cyber technology and infrastructure. The St. Vincent Teachers Union has joined the call by other citizens and agencies for the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to completely review and revise all aspects of the bill that could adversely affect the exercise of free speech, the flow of information, and as a consequence, criminalize harmless online activities. The SVGTU is also concerned with the indecent haste with which the government is seeking to rush the bill into law. More local news when we come back.